Alright, guess who's back? Me. What is going on, guys? It is your man Money and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today we're literally going to just go through the Premier League fixtures because I've always wanted to do this. So basically we're just going to go through the Premier League fixtures for the week. I know I'm starting this literally like game week, 13? Doesn't matter. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this and leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. First, we had West Ham versus Leicester in the Friday night kick. That was okay, that wasn't too bad for either team. A point is probably what they both deserved. The Chiku Koyate header saving West Ham in the game. 3 PM kickoffs now. So first we had obviously United and Brighton, obviously trying to keep the pace with Man City and everything. I mean, they managed to scrape a win against Brighton. The game was where maybe you should have gotten a point, a player kind of steps up and you get yourself the 3 points. Ashley Young did that for them, so fair play to United. Don't want to jump on their backs too much or else, I have a couple of United fans, tweeting me abusive shit. Next up, we got Bournemouth versus Swansea, or Swansea v Bournemouth, sorry. Not really much you can say about that. Ball draw. Both teams need to, find goals somewhere. Callum Wilson back for Bournemouth. Tammy Abraham for Swansea. I mean, they just need to find a way of feeding them both, I guess, to get their goals. Not really much else I can say about that. Next up, we had Newcastle versus Watford. Newcastle got pooed on. Watford basically turned up into their backyard and pooed on their backyard. Like that cat that comes into your backyard and just poos and then leaves. Watford went there, scored 3 goals and left. Newcastle didn't have a look in the entire game. Watford dominated from the start. Next game, we had Tottenham v West Brom. Now, Tottenham struggle at Wembley anyway. They struggle at Wembley, cup finals, home games, whatever. They struggle. They struggled against West Brom. Spirited West Brom after, sacking Tony Pulis, which was probably the worst decision they've made ever. And West Brom, they're West Brom. They're mediocre club at best. And Tony Pulis is probably mediocre at best, and literally they suit each other so well, and the fact that they parted company with Tony Pulis actually does boggle my mind. And the fact that Alan Pardew can we stop for a moment and talk about the fact Alan Pardew is being lined up as a replacement? You can't go from Pulis to Pardew. Pardew will get you relegated. Pulis will keep you in the Premier League, and that's a guarantee he'll keep you in the Premier League. Crystal Palace versus Stoke. On paper that game probably should maybe be a draw because both teams not in the best of form. Stoke, being Stoke, not really, they've got the signings, but, Shaqiri can't carry the club by himself. He did score, and then Loftus-Cheek immediately equalised. And, 92nd minute by Mamadou Sakho was probably much needed for Palace, which puts them, still bottom, but, with a realistic chance of managing to stay in the Premier League. With the amount of clubs that are down there in that battle at the moment, it's anyone's guess who's going to go down. And yeah, we're probably going into this as maybe the underdogs. Liverpool was obviously calamitous defending, probably borderline worse than West Ham's. Having Ragnar Klavan at the back. Having Ragnar Klavan at the back is a little bit suspect. I'm not gonna lie. They scored through Mo Salah, who's been literally banging in goal like there's no tomorrow. But Willian with a shot/cross, which he did say on Match of the Day was a shot indeed, and I completely believe him. Brazilian flair coming through once again. Lovely stuff. Lovely, like dinked Pele-esque chip over the keeper, over Mignolet and into the back of the net to save us in the 85th minute, I believe, which is like, we probably didn't deserve to win the game because we didn't really play as well as we should have. But Azpilicueta, once again, the absolute machine of a man he is, just marshalling defence so well as Gary Cahill. On the Sunday kickoffs, we had City going to Huddersfield. We had Arsenal travelling to Burnley and Southampton hosting Everton. Now Everton, Premier League banter club of the season, they got smacked. Something needs to change at the club, like very soon, or else they could be relegation candidates. At the moment, they're Premier League banter club #1. Usually it's Arsenal, but Everton have spent God knows how much in the transfer window, and they're sitting pretty much above the likes of Swansea, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Realistically, they should have been challenging for top 4 this season with the signings that they brought in, but they're not, and that's ridiculous, and they need to fix that. Burnley and Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez 92nd minute penalty. Managed to get themselves above Tottenham. I'm not going to slag them off too much, but it's Arsenal, so they managed to get lucky. Burnley probably unlucky to get, you know, concede in the 92nd minute, but what can you do? Last game, Huddersfield versus City. Huddersfield put up more of a fight than I thought they would, and actually came out with they came out, you know, they should come out with their heads held high. They didn't get absolutely smashed in by City. They lost 2-1, Raheem Sterling with a winner, and like, what can you do about that? There's not really much you can do, and they played really, really well. City just are liquid at the moment. There's no stopping them, it seems, at this point. And we need to, like teams in the Premier League need to figure out a formula of stopping them. Only people that have managed to stop them from picking up all 3 points are indeed Everton. So obviously Koeman did something right till it all went horribly wrong. And that is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to leave a like on the video. Let me know how you felt the fixtures went for your team this weekend. And obviously tell me suggestions that you've got for me to improve these videos and stuff like that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Have a lovely day and